After a break in production, we are happy to have you all back for Event 7 of the Trio Marble Championship, and this one is bowling. Similar to regular bowling, you'll have 2 shots to knock down as many pins as possible. This is a duo event, meaning 2 marbles from each team will be competing. The pins will be reset after each marble, meaning that the maximum points you can get is 20, but that would require both marbles needing to get a strike on their run. While it is a duo event, there's lots of teamwork involved in this. You both have to get a good run if you plan on winning the event. If one marble gets a strike and the other gets a gutter ball, you only get 10 points out of a possible 20, and that could lead to a low score. Now here are the standings. Lilac Lightning at the top, as they have been the entire season. The season kind of has devolved into we have to stop the Lilac Lightning. The Wolf Warriors are right there, 4 points down. The Lilac Lightning recognize their spot as the best team, and they're going to try as hard as they can to hold on to the title in this event. Here's an example run. What will happen, the marbles will roll down that Corsetti track and into the pins. We'll be able to try to knock down as many as possible. You only get 1 shot per marble, so it's very important that you capitalize. The scientists are up first. Chemistry will go first, and then geology will follow. Let's see chemistry's run. 2 pins. We haven't seen much yet, so this could be a respectable showing, but I imagine the ceiling is very high. Here comes geology, who knocks down, I believe that's six pins for 8. That puts the scientists obviously in first place overall, as they are the only team to have run so far. Their fans happy to at least have that distinction for now, but we'll have to see what is possible and what the ceiling is in the bowling event. Here are the electrolytes. It's calcium up first and then magnesium. Calcium coming down the track now and knocks down 5 pins, meaning the second marble, magnesium, has to knock down at least 3 to tie the lead. And that's at least 3. That is, I believe, 10 points all around. The electrolytes will take the lead, knocking the scientists down to second place. 14 more teams to go, though. 10 could be a good score. Again, we have to kind of see what these marbles are capable of. I believe 10 will probably be enough for a top half, if I had to guess. Here are the Polar Panthers. Jaguar and Panthy now. Jaguar is off. Knocks down 2 pins, similar to that first scientist marble. That means the max they can get is 12, but it'll just be another 2 pins for that second marble, Panthy. And a total of 4 points in the bowling event for the Polar Panthers. That puts them in third place. I have to imagine 4 is not a good run. I would say maybe 7 or 8 when you get into decent run territory. I would say 12 and above is what I would consider a decent run at this point. Here are the hosts, Plaz and Plazoo. They are in last place overall. They only knocked down 2 pins here. They are really desperately looking for a good showing to get back into the standings. And that's 6 pins there that'll tie them with the scientists, tie them for now second place behind the electrolytes. The current podium is the electrolytes, the scientists, and the plasma stripes, but I'm not sure in what order they would shake out, because they both have a 6 and a 2. I would have to imagine a tie. The marble with the highest individual score would win it for their team. Here are the Wolf Warriors now. K9 about to run and follow that up. They could muster some points in the second run if it is good, and it's pretty good. It'll be 4 for K9, followed by, well, I guess preceded by 5 from Wolf, and it's enough for currently second place behind the electrolytes. That would mean the scientists and the plasma stripes are tied for third, and the Polar Panthers have moved down to 5th. Here are the Red Rogues with Crimson and Scarlet. Crimson is off now. Graces a bunch of those pins in the front. Doesn't have the momentum to get to the back, but it is a decent run by Crimson. Scarlet going now. Veers to the side, but still gets a decent haul. It's going to be 10 points, tying them for first with the electrolytes, but I believe... Actually, no, they both got 5th apiece, so I believe they are actually deadlocked at the top with the gold medal run. Here are the Lilac Lightning. What can they do? They're aware of their position, and they need to stretch that lead as much as they can. It's 4 pins. A good run could put them in first here. What can they do? It'll be 7 for the Lilac Lightning, striking the pins down and striking, I don't know, into the lead. Couldn't think of a good analogy there. Lightning strikes once more, and the Lilac Lightning are on top. Here come the Hummingbirds. Now the goal of every marble, every team now is to stop the Lilac Lightning from getting the gold here. That's 6 pins from Costa. 6 or more would be enough for the lead, and they get it. It's 6 pins by Anna to get to 12 and beat the Lilac Lightning, who fall to second place, third place now. A tie between the Electrolytes and the Red Rogues. And here are the overall standings. You can see first, second, third, 5th, 6th, 6th, and 8th because of the ties right now. We have a tie for 6th, a tie for 3rd. Lilac Lightning have fallen to 2nd, but they are still very much in medal contention. Here come the Ferocious Flames. What can they do? Can they perhaps also pit by the Lilac Lightning? a decent run on that first run, I guess. And also a decent second. That's going to tie them with the Lilac Lightning, but because the Lilac Lightning have a better score individually with that 7, they will keep the silver medal, but the bronze currently is in the possession of the Ferocious Flames. Now here are the surfers, Tsunami and Wave. They came off a decent performance in the swimming event, rightfully so. They are the water team. What can they do in bowling? Only 3 on the first, and they veer all the way to the left, close to us, and they will only get 4 points. That ties them points total with the Polar Panthers, but they have a 3 as their highest score, so they will be above them now. Now here come the victory tree, Spruce and Palm. Here comes Spruce knocking down 7. That sets them up for a really good chance at a medal if they can capitalize. Oh, all the way to the top. And it'll be a gutter ball for Palm. They just veer to the right out of nowhere. Not a very good curve at all. And that puts them, I believe, in 9th place. With 5 teams to go. 9th out of, let me do the math real quick, 11. Now here come the camos. It's Commander and Sergeant. I would say Sniper has been the marvel of the tournament for the camos so far. And we see Camo and Sergeant go. Commander and Sergeant go. And they did not do very well. They get 5 total points, which puts them ahead of just 2 teams. 4 to go, which means the lowest that the Lilac Lightning can fall is 6th place. The lowest the Hummingbirds can fall is 5th place. So after a while, we will start to see some medals be confirmed. The Laser Lights with Light and Beam, and Light gets a good performance with, I believe, 5 pins. What can Beam do? They have to capitalize, but they veer to the side and get a gutter ball. It'll be 5 points tying them with the camo, but they will win off of individual performance. The 5 is higher than the 3 and a 2. So the Laser Lights are in 10th now, with 3 teams to go. Winfinity, Team Antimatter, and the Magmatics are the last 3 to go. Here's Winfinity. Top 5 guaranteed for the Lilac Lightning, who are in first overall and have been since Event 1. 2 points for Winfinity off that first marble. Now here comes Win-Win-Win. Only 2 as well, which ties them for 12th, I believe, right now, with the Polar Panthers. Now there are just 2 teams left to go, Team Antimatter and the Magmatics, which means the Hummingbirds are guaranteed a medal. Here come Proton and Neutron. Team Antimatter, an uneventful showing in all of the previous events, I would say, besides maybe 1 or 2. But that was a good run for Proton. Here comes Neutron, and they will knock down 7. It's 7 and 7 for 14 points, and they now have the lead overall. Hummingbirds are guaranteed a medal. Team Antimatter guaranteed at least a silver as we head into the final performance, but this could be the dagger, and Team Antimatter could be our gold medalists. Igneous and Basalt, the only teams left to try to stop them, and also maybe to knock the Lilac Lightning off the podium. A respectable showing by Igneous. Can Basalt capitalize? It comes down to this one marble. It needs 8 to win, but it'll only be 2, and Team Antimatter will be walking away with the gold medal in bowling, or I guess rolling away. Antimatter particles are known for carrying a different charge and spin, so perhaps all it is needed to win at bowling is a different perspective. It is Team Antimatter coming out on top over the Hummingbirds and Lilac Lightning. I believe that's a 7th place finish for the Magmatics. A solid, respectable run, but Igneous really carried there. Team Antimatter, 14 points at the top is enough. All the way down to 4, which we saw 3 times. It turns out the best way to win at bowling is consistency. Two events to go. The gap was 2 points, then it was 4 points, and now it is back up to 9, and the mountain is becoming even higher to climb for the other teams that are looking to shut down the Lilac Lightning, who now have 83 points over the Hummingbirds 74. They're followed by the Wolf Warriors, the Magmatics, the Electrolytes, the Camos, and Team Antimatter, and then there's a little bit of a drop-off. I would say those top 7 right now are in decent spots. The hosts are still down in last place. What are they going to do? We'll see you guys in the next event, Event 8, the Treadmill Endurance.